what's going on? So today I'll be talking about why I only buy ungraded cards. Okay, so first is that, so a lot of these ungraded cards, is that with graded cards, when you let's say buy a PSA 10, you're paying a huge premium, and it's like, so I guess for example, for Glaceon VMAX, you're paying $185. But you can see that there's a BGS 9.5, which is pretty much the same as a PSA 10, PSA 10, CGC 10. There's so many 10s, and so because of that, if the only way you could make money is if PSA 10s went up or 9s went up or whatever you bought, if all the cards that were the exact same thing with the same grade went up. What I like to do, and what I find is probably the most profitable thing, is to always start when you have just buy a raw card. Now, generally, a lot of people can take very good care of their cards, and generally, what I found to get a PSA 10 is I have not sent any cards in. A lot of the techniques I've seen to get perfect PSA 10s is to just so immediately when you pull the card, put it in a penny sleeve, and then a top loader or a card saver. This will protect those cards, so when you send them to get them graded, they will not get ruined on the way there. So this is why simply when you just buy a card, generally as long as the owner kept good care and you don't see any flaws, I know for PSA it's fine if you get like print line, if the borders are a bit messed up, they still will give you a 10, as long as it's not so egregious. Definitely, as long as there's no other scratches or whatever, you should be good and you'll get a PSA 10. And so if I bought this Glaceon VMAX for $140, PSA 10 I would get around, if I got a 10 I could get around 40, I could get around $45, probably less with grading costs, but stuff like Giratina V, the profit margins are even bigger. For $220, I could buy this. Also, at a card show, I could probably buy, if I went to a card show, I could buy it. So for as little as $220, I could buy this card. And then if I got it in a PSA 9, I could get around like $85. Now this is all, I'm not factoring in grading costs, because those could be very variable depending on how much insurance you buy, since they do charge you for insurance if you want it. But like a 10, if I were to pull a 10, I could more than double my money. I could make $300 profit on this card. So the profit margins for 10s and 9s versus ungraded cards, if you bought an ungraded card and bought a 9 or a 10 on it, they're different for each card. But like for the Mew VMAX Alt-Art, you could buy it for $60. If I bought it for $60 and I made sure it was good enough quality to make PSA 10. I think soon actually I'll have a video covering going in depth on, so you can check your cards and see what is a PSA 10 or not. That'll probably be uploaded next weekend, because I can't upload during the weekdays. Anyway, that's a different issue. So here, if you got a 10, you could sell it for $100 and get, that's probably the lowest you could sell for. At a card show, you could probably sell for more. Here, you could maybe get away with selling it for $120. That would be almost doubling your investment if you don't include grading costs. I guess maybe for this video I'll factor in $50. So I guess then maybe it's not as good. But on definitely like the Giratina and the Umbreon, which have insane profit margins, definitely picking up an ungraded card that you see no flaws in, you should definitely be good. Anyway, sorry if I talked too long. See you next time. Bye.